Welcome everyone. This is Will K-Mac Vintage, starting a little live episode here, streaming it because I didn't see anyone else having one at this time. So um, let's hope no one else started one. Let me check and see here that I watch. Yeah, I don't see no one else with a live episode right now. So welcome. I am here with a SE30 board. This is video number 3. Yeah, I don't see no one else live. This is video number 3 on this board. And if you happen to watch, I don't know, number 2 till the end, and I found the problem. Video 2, I actually found the problem. And let me go to my desk view here, um, and I can show you. Well, I think it might be better if I go to the scope view because it's such a small little issue. So let's go to the scope view. That one may be a bit better. Um, Now, I do have the stream open for others that want to join in. If you're on the Discord, you are welcome to join in. Everything is posted there for you to see. All right, so first off, let's go see some of the things I fixed yesterday. Where are they? Where are they? Which chip is it? Not that one. Yeah. Uh, this one, yeah. Okay. Two things I had to fix. Okay. This pad here is missing. Let me make sure that your focus is good. Okay, there we go. Um, this SE393 chip here. This is ground, and the pad was missing here, so I just put in a botch wire. I just put in a wire connecting it to here, bridging it. Maybe I'll put a thicker piece of wire there. So I can still do that. The other thing was that on this 166 chip, this LS166 chip here, this pad here, the actually traces behind it under the chip. It was broken to the pad, and same thing with actually this leg here. It was also broken. So I soldered. I put in a piece of wire. If you look at video 1 last night, for part 1 of this board last night, you'll see where I fixed this. I put a wire on the trace and I leave it hanging out here big. Then I solder on the rest, and I just wrap the wire around and solder it to the pin. So I fixed that. But I still was not getting very good. I was getting a video, and where the video was, it looked to me like it was missing a couple bytes. It wasn't complete. It was like actually jail bars, but I mean blank without data. It would boot up, it would not chime, it would give me some weird sounds, and then also video looked like it was jail barred, but the actual jail bars were actually black, and the text and everything was missing. So I went and looked and looked and looked, and that right there tells me something, that the video is not being generated, or something is not being generated, because it's the same pattern. It is actually repetitive. So to be sure, what I did then is that I would go and what I did was I took some pictures of it and I posted them onto the Discord. I had my idea of what it could be, but I just wanted to see what others might have said. And yes, they tell me almost the same thing. So they told me to go and check these F253 chips. Now there are 4 of them on this board. These are the MUX chips that control certain things of this board. Well, control the actually video. It helps with the video memory addressing and so forth. Okay, so I checked chip 1, which is A, and then B, C, all of them checked fine. Then D, I got to D here. Okay, and you can see I have something coming up over here. Matter of fact, let me fix that a little bit. Okay, now what I did was that I would follow each pin to where its destination is, and with the actually schematic, I can follow that. Pin 1, 2, 3 were all okay. When I got to pin 4 here, I wasn't getting any tone. Pin 4 is address line 0, A0, and this A0 Um, this A0 goes to the video ROM, uh, pin number 10, and it wasn't there. It just was not there. Okay, so I checked too, and then okay, A0 also goes to the CPU pin A2. So I would check and see, and I would have continuity between the ROM pin 10 and the chip A2, but I would not have any continuity from either one of them to this chip here. So I knew then that something there was broken. This goes to a via, and the via goes to the other side, but then there isn't any trace there on the other side. So then what I had to look into was, well, where does that go? What is it? And it's an actually internal trace. So the only choice I had was to use a botch wire. Right now I have this botch wire in here. Let me give you better focus. Okay, so that botch wire is in there. And it runs and connects over here. You see where's my finger? Yeah, right there. I have it coming there right now, connecting to pin 10 on the ROM. So that's where it's going to end up going. I could possibly run it to the processor. Um, I got to see what's going to be a shorter run. Yeah, I think I may end up changing it and running it directly to the processor. Let me just confirm which pin number that is. Yeah, it's up here. So I may run that directly to the processor because then that will give me a shorter run. And if we look here, pin A2 on the processor is right there, that one. Uh, this one right here. So instead of going to the ROM there, I could possibly come to the processor. If I run it like that, what am I going to cross over? Because I need to actually glue it down too. But yeah, that'll give me some pretty good protection there. So basically what I can do then is I can run it, you see it'll run along there. And go from that spot all the way over to A2, which is right here. This is A2. But anyway, so we have. So then what I did after was I went to this. Then I'm now on to um, video 2. Video 2, I did that fix. I found the issue. I'm going to connect this now with a blue SCSI. I'm going to connect the speaker. I'm going to connect KMAC Vintage's Macometer. Macometer helps me with the voltages to see how the voltage rails are doing. 12 volts, 5 volts, and negative 12. Now this board does not have a negative 12 rail. Or well, it does, but it doesn't go to the floppy port. Let's just say it that way. So negative 12 will not show up here. So we will put this in. Okay. And earlier at the end of video 2, I forgot to put in the ROM. I put that in, I turned it on, and I still had nothing. Well, if anyone can spot it, what happened was that I also forgot to put in the main ROM. So once I put in the main ROM and I turn it on, why did my speaker not chime? My speaker should have chimed because it works. Did I not put in something right again, or did I? Okay, there we go. The ROM wasn't sitting in good. I have my chime. I got 12.5 volts and 4.56. It's a little bit off, and I'm going to try to fix that. But at least, um, if I switch to my speaker view here, you can see, here's the screen. Oh, I don't have the... And there we are coming up. We look at the KMAC Vintage Blink RAM. They are blinking, although it's kind of hard to see on that video. There you go. You can see them blinking now. That's the blink RAM. That is tied to the read and write signals. So this is the write. This is the read signal. They're very helpful for actually diagnostics. So if I go back to speaker view now, and you see I am in. Don't lift the board there because that's not protected. There we are. We have video. I have full memory in here right now, so and it looks very stable. I'm going to begin some tests on SE Snooper. So let the Snooper test run. You can see if I still have my super glue or my Gorilla Glue here to secure. Let that run and I'll check on my glue here. Oh, where's my towel? I'm just letting the test run, guys. That's all I'm doing here. So just... Yeah, I can use some of this glue, so... because I need that for me to secure the wire. So far all tests have been passing. I haven't heard any negative beeps. FPU. So it's already done CPU once. Everything there passed. Now we should go back to the memory test. Yeah. So we are running. I don't see any problem here with this board. I just want to try to fix those voltages a little bit. And what I'm going to do with that is I'm going to try to secure these caps a bit better. I don't like how the caps are soldered on there a little bit, and that can make a difference. So let's go shut this down. Okay. This macrometers, blue SCSI, speaker, keyboard, and power. This time I'm going to take out the ROM. I'm going to take out the other, the owner's memory also that he sent me. Okay, that's the glue I'm going to need later. Uh, let me switch scopes. Let me switch cameras here. Whoever's watching, welcome. Drake, hey, how are you? Good to see you. Thank you for joining. Appreciate the guidance you gave me today on a confirmation on this board. And that's exactly where the problem was. I don't know if you saw the post on SE Discord. Um, and I don't know how long you've been here, but what the problem was right here, UD8 pin 4 that goes to the ROM pin to the video ROM pin 10, which is address line 0, is broken. So I had to run a botch wire. I'm gonna be out of focus again. So, but right here you can see I had to run a botch wire there right now to pin 10 right here on the ROM, and or I can run it to A2 on the CPU, which is this pin right here, the second pin, which is probably where I'm going to end up putting it, because I still need to actually secure this down here. So it's much easier for me to run it in between all these pins to give it a little bit of actually protection and then secure it there. So that was the issue. Once I put in that botch and I remembered to put in a ROM, the board worked fine. Not a problem. So right now, what I wanted to try to do was to try to fix up some of these voltages. The voltages seem a little bit high, but my intention there to fix that is to try to see how well some of these. I don't know how well. See, I did not recap this board, so I don't know how well the person did this board. And most of the time, really, the ones that can give you some trouble with the voltage are these right here. See, I don't like how that doesn't look too nice and fresh to me. So I'm gonna unsolder these. I'm gonna use them again because I don't want to spend the cap kit on this. I don't want to try to be too expensive to the owner of the board. So I will reuse the same cap kit. I don't want to use hot air because hot air is gonna toast them. What I call toast. It's gonna make the caps look brown. So I really don't want to do that. I need some more heat though. So Drake, if you're still there, thank you for the advice, for the confirmation. It's sort of where I was leaning also, because the actually pattern was the same. I mean, it was these things when you're working with bits and a byte and how the stuff is drawn, you get to know pretty quick how things work. Okay, that's one cap loose. So I was leaning towards that same thing, be it the Mux chips or even the RAM. And good thing is I do have some spare RAM for these boards, for these video RAM. They are a bit hard to find, but I did find some. Okay. So basically, I'm gonna see if I can fix these voltages up a little bit. I'm bringing my heat back down now. I don't need so much heat because you can see as soon as the flux start going brown and all those black things arrive. So anyway, we'll clean this up. We'll test these first and see how it goes. There are other caps. Now this board belongs to a person by the name of Randy. As you can see in the comments in the title, he sent me the board a while back. We've been talking by emails and wasn't sure what all it would take to fix his board. I'm glad it was a minor issue. Now, I could still do a transfer for him if he wants, but I don't see why we need to go to that cost. The board works. Yeah, I'm just cleaning this. You'll see it in a minute here, in a second. Okay, so now you can see how that this looks a hell of a lot better. I may actually have another trace there that's missing completely. And this is the ground. Yeah, that's missing. Maybe that's why my voltages were a little bit off. They're missing, so I'm gonna have to, unless I took it off when I took off the cap. All right, so let's see if I can open this hole up. If I can get this via emptied. Um, yeah, it's coming. See that? See, I'm getting a little bit of shine on that. I don't need to go completely through if I don't need to, but um, the heat here I'm keeping on there is keeping the solder hot and pushing it through and making sure that it melts completely through and through. Okay. Um, I'm still not up to 400 degrees. I'm going to go ahead and bump it up now and try to squeeze that back out. All right, I'm gonna try it from the other side. Let me see. Let me get a reference point there. Two right next to each other, coming off of that pin. Okay. All right, I see it. I know which one it is. Uh, that one right there. Right there. Before I add more solder, I'm gonna try to suck it out first. See, maybe I can. Oh. All right, let's put in some solder. Sometimes you need solder to take out solder. There. Think now it popped through. Yep. Yep. I can see daylight. I see daylight through it. So we are good now. Okay. We now have a via that we can send a piece of wire through. So let's get my piece of wire. Yes, I'm gonna cut it way too long. And let's see if we can send this through. There we go. Send it through and bend it over here. I don't need too much on this side, but let's go secure it on the other side first. I know, I just focused it and now I gotta change it around again. I'm sorry, folks. That's just how this goes. So now I'm gonna just, because this is just ground, I'm just gonna tie it in right here. I'm just gonna put a solder ball right here on this, and we will be good to go. I want the ball a little bit bigger. The thing is that the wire still has that coating on it. Okay. Right there. Okay. Um, that's a piece I cut from the other side. So you see, so I'm already soldered back through all the way. I should have some pretty good contact there. Um, there we go. All right, so we have the wire there. I'm not gonna worry too much about that right now until I get that cap on there. And just to be sure, I am gonna check continuity on these other ones. I don't want to have to go put everything back and then good, good, good. Huh, interesting. It looks like I do have. I may not even need that wire now because I see tinning it worked. There was still some copper underneath there. Yeah, it worked. I don't really need the wire. It tinned it. I mean, I'm still gonna connect it just to be safe because I already have it there, so I might as well connect it. So those of you that are watching, thank you for being here. Appreciate it. Um, if you're on the Discord, you're welcome to join the stream if you wish. It's posted in there. All right, let's go. Let's go put some caps back down. We'll start way down here. I do it by putting down some flux. Then I will put some solder on my tip, and I get the cap. I'll come back and do the sides because I'll do all on one side, then I'll turn the board around and then do the other. So this is one of the SE30 boards I have that I brought back with me for me to fix. I have 3 more. So it's a total of 4 boards. I still have 2 other reloaded that I've done that I can't get to work just right. So what I want to do here is I want to try to run this something like this. Along the edge there. Now I'm gonna have to burn off some of that coating, so I'm gonna have the heat sitting there for a little bit longer. But I really don't have anything to hold on to. I don't need to. You see, so now that's inside there. Okay. And we should be good there. Let's see. We can easily take a reading. Why am I not getting a reading? I need to get a new meter, man. I tell you, this meter is. Yeah, 'cause this is the difference. Yeah, there we go. We're good. Okay, we're good. I put those back on. Now I have this one here. Let me see if I can just fix it a little bit. Okay, basically what I was doing there was I was straightening it up and I was releasing the tension on each side as I push it along because it didn't look too healthy. Um, I'll try to fix up all of these here a little bit. I don't know if this here has a broken something. Don't like that looks. See how this is? You see how this is? Doesn't look very nice and straight. So if I push a little bit here, but then I need to release the tension there. And I can push again, release the tension. Now I made it nice and straight. So nobody in the chat there. Well, no one saying hello. Hello, everybody. it's still back. Because the board is working very well. I mean, once I fix that, okay, all of those look a lot better where how they're sitting now. Let's look at this one here. You see how that solder there that I just covered was looking kind of like brittle. I don't like how that goes either. Yes, I just heard someone join the back room. I'm coming. Who's there? Oh no, I thought someone joined in, but they're gone again. Who's there? Who is there? Or was there? I just don't like when those solder joints look so bad. See what I mean by how grainy they look or how bad? And really, it's just a little bit of reflowing will fix that. Okay. Let's go to the last cap now that's on here, which is this one. Okay. All right, so I feel pretty good with that now. Make sure that my wire down here is still there. Yes. Yes, I know we need to fix that wire too. But I wanted to see about the voltage issue. So let me get some of this flux off of here now. So who's here? Ron's computer. Rainy day repairs. For me, it's not raining here. Am I fixing a Nintendo? You know, this is gonna be. I never owned an actually Nintendo. I never owned anything that has the word Nintendo in it before, and I still don't own one. So, um, yeah. So let's see how this voltage is. Let me switch cameras here. So yes, retro techie. I never owned anything that had the word Nintendo in it, or that I know had the name Nintendo. My parents growing up, I mean, never even owned an actually Atari or actually in television. Um, I had the VIC 20 and the Commodore 64, and that was good enough for me. Um, so I dealt with it that way. Okay, power speaker, blue SCSI, macrometer. The tools we use today to diagnose. Okay, and ROM. Really didn't change it too much. Didn't change it at all, really. So, guess this board just runs a little bit higher. I know the analog board is fine. I don't have a problem with that one. That one is good. Um, Here on, it's very sunny and hot outside. That's why I'm also streaming because I don't want to be outside. Later on, I'm supposed to go to dinner with my mom, so I'll end the stream and then go and have dinner. Let's see. Let's see if this is booting up. No. What did I break? Did I bust something? Maybe this wire is making contact in the wrong places. All right, now I got cursor. Yeah, now I got pointer. There we go. But I still don't want to boot up. Okay, no, now it comes. It's coming. There it goes. So now this is only with the Blink RAM in it and the normal RAM, KMac Vintage's RAM. Slide it. Maybe you can see the blinking going on. Yeah, there you go. But it stopped loading. I need to fix that botch wire down below. I think that is shorting out somewhere. That's touching something. You see, because now it's coming up nice and quick. It's not. It's getting stuck. It's not loading completely. Hmm. Let's go into safe mode here and see. Let's boot up bypassing the SE extensions. I don't want to go past that. Let me try to put his other RAM back in. I don't think that will make a difference. Put it like how I had it before. Maybe there's another issue with the RAM. I don't want to. Nope, it's not RAM. It's getting stuck on that screen. Let me see where. Okay. It did get in there. I don't know. For some reason, it just took a long time there. Here, watch. Look, there we are. We're in. And let me run around a snooper. 12.5 and 4.6, 4.59 volts, 4.6. I guess this board runs at that. A rainy day repair. You misspelled rainy. That is Ron must have misspelled it, but or did I put that in the comments? I don't think I put that in the comments or anything of it. So so today, Joakim in Sweden was spending the day working and testing out custom ROMs for our ROM sims to have our own boot image with a lot more utilities and stuff in it. Larger partition too. Love using the actually 8 actually megabyte ROMs. They give you a lot more space. If you compress the image and stick it in there, you can on the 8 you can use a 12 megabyte image. Okay, and to finish that test, yeah, FPU. Where's FPU? FPU. Okay, it's back at the RAM. So it did one whole cycle without any problems. I'm happy with that. Let's close this down. File. Let's do a restart. I want to see what it does. I'll bring this down a little bit more so that KMac Vintage is not there, and you can end up seeing my big fat belly. See, here's where it hung last time quite a bit, but there, now it's going past it, yeah. So this should be seeing for 1620 megs. Yep, because the owner sent me 1 megabyte sticks, and my 4 is 16. Okay, those are 4 each, plus the other 4 is be 20. Yeah, correct. Okay. Let's do a shutdown here, and we're gonna fix that wire. So we're gonna go back to the scope. Ah, Dave just sent me a message. He bought one of the Macometers. He bought one of these, and he got it today. That means that other people in the states that did their purchases should be getting their items today, and that's pretty good because that was mailed out Thursday around midday from North Carolina. So it went across the whole U.S. and on Thursday, and he has it on Saturday. Amazing. Well, well done, Postal Service. Very much appreciated. Okay, so how we're gonna deal with this wire, so that you get a better view of what I mean. Let's. I have to work with it like this. All right, let me switch views now. You can see the scope. Okay, so I have it connected to pin 10 on the ROM, on the video ROM. It's still, I don't need to connect it there. I got two places I can connect this. I can connect this here, or I can run it to the processor pin A2. And if I run it to A2, A2 is the one that it is wrapped around right there. But the thing is that I need some tension on it because I need to actually glue this down too. So the other reason why I bent it is for me to get an idea of on and about where my cut is gonna have to be, because I gotta cut this. Okay, and we will strip all of that. Okay, now I'm gonna put some solder, some flux here on A2, just that pin right there. I'm gonna zoom in a bit on this. I need to. All right, so my friend, if anyone is watching, I mean, there's not two people right now. If you want a Mac 128 original stock, meaning nothing's been modified, it's been recapped, it works, it has um, everything it needs, minus the keyboard and mouse. Don't come with those two. My friend and my team member for KMac Vintage Team has one that he's selling. Okay, and his price is now down to 550. So if you want a full working, you want a full working 128, that's not that bad of a buy. With this splint brace on my hand, it's okay. So that's there. Um, I'm gonna try to see if I can. All right, rest of it I can glue. Because now I have to glue this down a little bit. Thing is that if I turn this, it makes it very hard for me to see. Alright, I think that's the best I'm gonna get that. Okay. I'm not gonna glue it just yet. I gotta let that alcohol dry a little bit. Then I'll use my glue and glue it down. Oh, Randy. Oh, my title. Okay, I'll fix that. It's actually Randy. Sorry, it's supposed to be Randy. I'm sorry. Um, can I fix that from within here? And I don't see where I can fix that from within here. Settings. No. Mute, stop camera, settings. No. All right, I'll have to fix that later. I'll fix that on the actually YouTube side. So sorry about that misspelling. It's okay. I want to take out my RAM and just leave in the customer's RAM. This is going into the amazing tray that has been made by Ron from Ron Computer Videos. That can hold the RAM very nicely. So that's where I'm putting them. There they go. Yeah, that would be the good reason why it won't boot up. I don't know why I keep on forgetting these things sometimes. That I soldered out to the wrong pin. Yep. Yep. Okay, we'll fix it. Mistakes happen, right? Instead of down, it had to come up. So you see, I went to A3 instead of A2. Okay. I could tell right away because I was hearing the same noise that I was hearing earlier when it wasn't working right. All right, what did I fry now? Maybe some of this memory is not good. So let's take out this 4. I know this 4 is good. Yeah, the memory's bad. I may try it in the back 8 in bank B. Maybe it just wasn't put in good. Yeah, come on. I guess it just wasn't put in good. Cursor's there, pointer, we're good to go. How long have I been on? An hour and 13 minutes. Okay. So this should have 8 megabytes in it now, 4 and 4. There we are, booting up. So Randy, if you watch this video, your board is good. And being cozy media production powerhouses. Yeah, one bit. Ron is using, or he likes to use his for that because that was one of the things to make sure that worked were the ports for him for his MIDI. And that's what I hear. I didn't use them for that at all. I mean, honestly, I didn't have them for that. But yeah, they're a nice board to work on. I like them. They're very. Um, I guess because it's so well documented. It's a very well documented board and a very good schematic to work on and to actually trace your things. That actually matrix that's made is just amazing. So it's a nice board. It's a nice board to also transfer. Um, the things are not their things are a little bit more actually spread out. You got a little bit more room compared to like a portable. Tell me about the portable. Jeez, I got 3 of them here I'm working on. Anyway, but yeah, I do like the SE30. So I mean, it was my first actually reloaded boards that I've done, and since then I've always liked them. Um, yeah, the actually Color Classic. You know what I don't like about the Color Classic? How the hell are you gonna probe that board? I mean, unless you have an edge connector outside and all that, or you have a different machine that you can put it in and then you can probe. Yes, I mean, one of the other desktop cases instead of that. But anyway, um, but it's just I it's the same as with the portable. The portable too. I mean, it's so difficult for you to test anything on it. You can't. At least with this, I mean, look at. I got the whole thing outside of the case and working on it nice with the Color Classic. Anyway, a lot of people don't like the example, the Classic 2. But I tell you, when I put together, when I fixed my first Classic 2 board, which was one of the first machines that I bought when I got into this hobby, um, That board kicked my ass for a couple weeks, but I found the issues. It was two actually broken traces. Um, Both of them were coming off of the actual egret, but one was by the egret and one was a lot further away. But anyway, um, that their little machine hauls ass. I mean, it's not that bad. It's a pretty decent machine, the Classic 2. SE30 I like also, but yeah, this one is working. It's working with the customer's RAM, the customer's ROM. Video ROM is the same. I didn't have to change any chips or nothing. I just fixed a couple little traces here and there, and that one underneath. So, um, wrong view, and we have it here up and working without any problem. I will got the Mac. Yes, Dave, I read your message that you sent me. Thank you too. I hope it arrived there okay, and that it will benefit you. Be looking forward to it tomorrow. I hear your stream is starting earlier or later tomorrow, and ending earlier for actually Father's Day. I think you're only gonna do like 4 or 5 hours, which is great because I mean, yeah, I'll I'll do something with my mom, and we can we don't really we're not going out to like lunch or dinner or anything tomorrow for the craziness. I think we're gonna do dinner tonight actually. So oh I got one thing I want to show off to you all. Something. Let me get it here. All right. When I was in Curacao, my cousin knows that I do this work, and he got me. What am I stepping on down here? Oh, wick. Yeah. Sometimes my lighting around here in my desk area is not the best. Okay. Not in the best. That's a bit too high. Yeah. Okay. You can still see the camera up here, but anyway, I can adjust that out of the way. Anyway, um, the hell. Okay. He knows I have a hard time looking at some things in that, and he found this actually headgear light that was pretty amazing. And I mean, it's one of the nice things of it is that yes, I know, and I look weird, right? Um, Granted, yeah, it's got the different. But what's nice is this side one, okay? And the other thing with it that I can do is I can just it's got a sensor on it, so I can just do this and it'll come on, or do that and it goes off. So then when I'm looking at my boards, I have that there on my side, and I can really shine the light on the stuff a lot better than what it was before. So anyway, I thought it was kind of nifty. It's kind of it actually recharges. You just plug it in with an actually micro USB, and it will recharge. So kind of nice to have this light that I can use. So kind of neat. Let's see, what are you saying here? Yes, you're starting at 7, so that's 8, 9. That's 9 my time. Gut bomb, hi, how are you? That's bright. Yeah, it's a very bright light. Yeah, I don't know where he got it from or anything, and unfortunately, I threw out the box it came in, so I can't even tell you who makes it. Let me see if there's something written on it. No, I don't see nothing written on it. Let me send him a message. Maybe he can tell me where it came from. So, but yeah, I like the fact that it's got this whole piece right on the side that shines out directly. So it's not the whole beam thing, and you can just with your hand you can turn it on and off. I wonder if you can turn on and off the LED part too. With yeah, yeah, the actually LED part too you can do with the wave on the sensor. So yeah, neat. So it will help me with my blind spots because sometimes the stop light I have to adjust it out of the view of the camera and that. So anyway, um, this SE is I think this SE is a wrap. Oh, I don't have the cable plugged in. Okay. So now, Dave, when you got your Macometer though, you got the one without the DIN plug on the back. Okay. Which is okay. I mean, if you got the one with the DIN, let's see who's all here. Eric, hi Eric. Can you power it with a car battery? Well, it's just a USB plug-in. So, hey Eric, hey, can make vintage. Is there a trick to removing the glue chip from the SE30 board? Um, really, no actually trick. I just heat it up. The main thing is to keep your airflow flowing. Don't just hold it stationary at one spot. Try to do an actually try to do an actually circular motion around it. Put some flux. Put a bunch of flux on it. That will help also transfer the heat, and protect the other areas. So I would definitely do it that way. I feel like it took more heat and more time than it should. Yes, it can take more heat and time. It all depends. Usually, but then again, you see, usually my boards that I do a transfer on are boards that I don't care if they get too hot, but the chip can, I mean, can the actually chip can care? Yes, of course. Um, One thing you can try to do is heat it up first with your iron and the flux, and then with the wick come actually around it. Okay, so if you've got the chip here and try it with your wick and your iron and flux, try to suck up some of the solder off the pins completely around it, um, and make it actually less solder. Then you come in with your air, um, just to actually get all of the rest off and make it a bit easier. That's one way that you can try. But yeah, Dave, you didn't get it with this connector. And what is nice with this, okay, um, because this is just a standard four pin actually DIN, okay, because it only needs 4 pin. It needs one for each meter and then actually ground, right? But all of us have this. This is the Apple ADB cable for the keyboard. Okay, I mean, I'm sure a lot of us have this, numerous of these laying actually around, right? So plug one end into this, plug the other end into your Macometer. Now you have this. So now I can go and plug this into the back. So if I switch cameras now, I switch cameras, and now this is remote. I mean, you can move it around now to anywhere you want. And see, it still works the same way, but now it's loose. So if you want this somewhere else on your bench, you can put it in with a cable. I mean, so many of us have these cables. You can also use an actually S-video cable, but you have to make sure it is a 4-wire S-video. It can't be an actually 3-wire, because on a 3-wire, I think they join pin 1 and 3 together, or it is 2 and 4 are joined together on an S-video. But it has to be a true 4-wire independent. Nothing can be joined together, and the ADB cable is the perfect one. Don't go plug this into the ADB port. No, it is not meant for that. This will not measure from the ADB port because there is no power there. Okay, well, there is power, but it's not all. It's not all of the rails. It's just meant for the actually adapter. Okay, that's all that it's meant for. Okay, and this is actually you can do an actually hot swap. You can, because it's not consuming and it's not sending anything back to the machine. Okay, so there you see it. I'm still getting my voltages. Okay, but the actually thing is, I think with yours though, Dave, I don't think you even have the plug back here. I think it's covered because without the DIN, it's covered. Yeah, you can always open it and actually make a hole and then solder in a DIN plug. Um, but or the other thing is that maybe we can do that. We can send you another case, just the top piece, because that's the only difference. It's just the top piece. And we can send you the top piece with a DIN plug, and then you can actually solder it in. So yes, you can use your normal ADB keyboard cable for the macrometer extender. Because we were looking to include a S video cable in it, but then we're like, yeah, but then we got to increase the price and charge more and this and that, and then we're like, it doesn't make sense for that. Um, that's why go increase the cost and include a cable? Let you supply your own cable, and what's the cable one that most of us have most of laying around is ADB, right? So anyway, um, you can see how much nicer that cable stayed now that I pulled it tighter. I will end up gluing it down. I have a little bit of room that I can move it around there. So, but I just want it to dry good. Okay, so this board here, I'm gonna consider it fairly much working. We want to go through some more boards, and that's not all of them yet. Let me take this off the case, off the desk. There's more. So, what are we gonna work on next? One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, 8 packs, and some have more than one board in them. So this is how many I got to work on. Let's see what some of these are because I did mark them. And this is for Mark. Um, Mark is someone up in Canada. There are 2 boards in here. Okay, yeah, I know what this is. This is going to be a lot more time consuming. This is Jake. That's very time consuming. Uh, Jake also very time consuming. Mark, this is a Molar Mac board. These are classic boards that are for me. These are more classic boards that are for me. Uh, so, Gutbomb, I hope that helped you with it. You were certain you killed it. Did you try it? Well, um, yeah, when you go for a long time with hot air, yeah, thanks for the tips. I've got the seismic and the reload on the reloaded, so I can't really tell if it is glue fault. Yeah, I have that issue on one board also. One of my actually reloaded that I is sitting over here that I'm trying to work on now and then. But it's really pissing me off. But anyway, that's how it goes sometimes, right? There is a guide out there. Um, there is a guide out there. I'm gonna let me pull it up on my phone. Let me find that website. I have it open on my phone still because okay. All right. Let me go into the live stream here on my phone, and then I'll post it in the comments. All right, that should be popping up. Okay, go to that website. Go to that link, that PDF. The links in the document do not work, but it's got some very useful information. And anyone else that needs that, save that link. This will really help you with the SE30. Okay, so anyway, I'm trying to see what boards are in this bag here. Yes, I tape the hell out of these things because I pack them in my suitcase, and I know how the airlines are. All right, this is the board Ron returned to me. Oh yeah, 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 yeah. Ooh. Okay, Mark, he sent me a. Okay, he sent me a classic two board that needs a ROM that I need to work on, and then he sent me SE30 that's got a ROM socket that's bad. Anyway, okay, so Mark, we're gonna take a look at your ROM socket. Uh, all right, let me put all these other ones away. A lot of those are classic boards that I bought for me to have as actually transfers for me to do. Um, okay, you've gone through that one already. Okay, all right. Well, sorry, but that's that's about all I have right now that this I can guide you on. But um, how interesting is that? Wonder if that's the same botch wire I just had to do. See, I see it. There's a botch wire down here too. All right. This board came from Mark up in Canada. Okay, yeah, it's old. It's the older board because it's got the cap out here. Normally, that cap is right there, or the newer board because it's also socketed. This stuff is all socketed. So you said there's a RAM socket bad. Yeah, y'all can see that pretty good. Okay. Oh well, yeah, I see one deck here, but I think that was broken because of the packaging. Don't see anything wrong from this side. I see one here that's got some solder mask on it where you tried to do some work. Let me send him a message and see if he can tell me which socket it is. That's bad. Mark. All right, one socket is bad on the SE30. All else fails, bring the equipment back out and test it, right? But Dave, if you're still there watching too, I'm very surprised you got that meter so actually quick because the it was mailed out on Thursday and you got it already. Okay. Oh yeah, I can see. Oh my God, these sockets got loads of play in them. Yeah, that one's a lot better. So this one may be just a socket issue. That's strange where this ramen doesn't want to come up. Let me try my ramenator. Okay, so there's definitely something with the that's strange how with this one it doesn't even want to start up. Sounds like something with the ROM too, because that's All right. What I want to look at now too is the ROM sim socket too. A couple things that I'm looking at so that y'all know. Um, I'm looking to make sure that this little fin here or this tail is touching that ridge, because then it's out all the way. Because sometimes this can be bent in and then it won't make good contact. Okay, so I'm checking for that spacing there. You see, so and I'm also checking to see if there's any actually debris or something. Okay, now I looked at it from that side. Now I'm also going to come and look at it from this side, because now I can see if there's anything sitting in there. That gives you a better view. You see something here I don't like. This one looks broken to me. See that? Because sometimes these can snap, right? And it stays in place and it looks fine, but it's actually broken. This one is okay. All right, so I'm pretty sure it's our first set of memory. Um, 0 and 1. That's bank A or bank 0. Okay, now yeah, because it's the actually clips are broken. You see here. Let me take out these two. Okay, if we look here, the clips are broken. Okay, you see how this has. Someone even push something in there. Some of the things you see. See, that's broken. That's broken. I guess that was what Mark was trying to do, was to take this out. But I see a lot of debris in here. Okay. Now the other thing with this memory, okay, and I see it here. Okay. The same thing that I showed you on the ROM sim. You also have to make sure about it here. Okay, is this spacing? See that you see where the fin, where the clip holds on to. Because sometimes these pins can be way back here, and then they're not going to make contact. And let's check some other things on this board. How's your view? Your view perfect. Looks like all these were removed, cleaned and put back, or they were replaced. All I'm doing is just giving this an overview to see if I see anything that may stick out. NS393. Sorry, I'm not saying too much. I'm just looking and concentrating here. Oh, if anyone happens to have a part number on this type of fuse, send it to me. I need to get some of these, and I can't find the part number, or having a hard time searching for it on Mauser. Looks like this is the SCSI. The SCSI was taken off. This one here, a lot of times the Apple Sound chip, a lot of times has issues. A lot of times it needs to come off and get cleaned. All right, sorry, I'm not looking at the chat. Who's there? Okay, it's nothing new. Anyway, so I really don't see much else with this board. I mean, I don't know if underneath here there's any problems or that. I mean, it needs a. Let me try to give it just a simple alcohol brush here. Let me use a better toothbrush. Okay. All right, let's see if that cleaned up anything. Yeah, looking a lot better. These still look like the originals. Or these 923 when they were made. Or 92 the third month. 91 the ninth month. 92 the second week. I don't know. All right. Up here look cleaner? Yeah, up here looks cleaner too. Don't know. This is strange. Let's give it another try here and see. Without memory. See, with this ROM, I'm not getting nothing. And this ROM is good because I used it in other machines. Oh, sorry. I need to switch cameras. I see. Now the ROM registers. This has broken clip, so of course that's not going to snap in. All right, so I'm gonna have to replace some that ROM. That's that memory slot. But it's almost 5 o'clock for me here, and my mother's coming for me at 6. I want to go take a shower and get ready. Let's take a look at the bottom side real quick and see what we can see. So you all saw all those boards I have to work on, so you can see I don't have no shortage of work. It looks like this socket was possibly already taken. No, because that solder joints, they look original. They look original. This is the thinner one. I just want to see how easy, if this is going to be easy or hard. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, you're melting. See, this is ground. Tell that's ground. It's actually coming out pretty good. All right, let me cut this and put on some flux. God bomb, are you the one that's still here watching? I don't know who else is still on there. Still got a long way to go with these. Remember, there's 30 of them. Mm, This one's a ground. All of a sudden down here, they don't seem to want to come out. So I just want to get this side out, and then you'll see. Because I have a little trick for these that are giving me a little bit of a hard time. This one is almost out. That's plastic melting. All right. Let me see what you just told me there. Uh, yeah, I don't. I normally don't remove these off of the reloaded boards because I've got new ones, so I don't need to transfer these. But this person specifically wants me to remove them because it's broken in that. Um, so basically, what I'm gonna do now is I use hot air. So I've got most of the solder off. I have a couple that are giving me a problem, and those few that are giving me problem. Example here, I'm gonna heat this up. Let me make sure that is still has solder in it. No, that one pretty good. Okay, this one I know still has solder in it. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna heat this up. I popped it out. This is the ground, so this one's gonna be a pain. But see, eventually it comes too. There it goes. This is also ground. Okay, so got that mostly loose. Now this sockets, I'm not gonna save them. Okay, so what I'm gonna do, because I want to get this one off, I want to be sure that it comes off. So now I'm just wiggling it. Oh, sorry. Let me. What I've done is I've actually snipped off the first one, and there we are. We are completely out and safe and clean. I have just this one here. Oh, I can turn off this. Okay, so I got this one here that got something stuck in there. But look at that. See? Nice and clean. Okay. So it worked, you see? What do you think of that? Good luck on this guy. Well, you see? Oh, gotta go have dinner. Oh, all right, got bomb. No problem. I'm gonna end this. I'm gonna end this stream too because I have to go get ready to go to dinner with my mother for Father's Day. Um, she wants to take me out for dinner today because we don't like the big crowds, so we're gonna do that today. For those that if you've just joined, I'm sorry that I'm gonna be cutting it short. Chris, I see you're here. No, those sim sockets are not fun to take off. They can be a pain, and even more when you got your thumb is messed up and don't got so much hands and that. So anyway, it is what it is. But it came out. It came out pretty well. I mean, I don't see no damage to the board. I don't see. See, that's why I wicked out as much of it as I could first. Okay, It looks like he did something with his ROM socket too. This ROM socket's got flux all around it. So I need to speak with Mark and find out exactly what he did, because I think that ROM socket needs to get swapped out too. So I may have 64 pins there to unsolder. Oh my god. Anyway, folks, thank you for watching. If you've liked this video, you saw that we've managed to salvage one SE30. Randy, your board is done and good and ready to go. Chris, thank you for understanding that. I mean, I've already been on a little bit over 2 hours, but welcome to join again anytime. Don't think I'll be doing another stream tonight. I may do independent recording. Continue working on this board now, so I want to get this one done. Like I said, I got about 8 or 9 boards for other people that I need to fix, so I need to get them done. So but and doing them, y'all are gonna get to see all the work. I'm sorry, it could be boring, it could be great, it could be fun, but it is what it is, right? It is what we gotta do. So anyway, thanks for watching. Thumbs up if you can. Sorry, I can't lift my thumb up. I can do this side though, but not this side right now. Thank you for watching, and support me and look at my stuff that we have that my team has available on our site, kmacvintage.com. You can go there and it will direct you right away to the coffee site, and there you can find the shop and you can see what there is. We are currently out of the programmers for the ROM and the ROM sims. My stuff is in Miami. It will be flying down on Monday or Tuesday. Monday is a holiday here in Cayman, so I don't know if the flight will come in on Monday with the cargo. But anyway, the things are on the way for me to make them, so I hope to get them soon, and I can make a bunch more. I think I can make like 20 more, and then they'll be available on the site to purchase. There is a change we're doing to the ROMs, so but that will come out later. We're gonna make it better for you. Anyway, thank you for watching, everyone, and have a safe and pleasant evening. And Father's Day tomorrow. If we don't talk to some of you all, have a great Father's Day. For those that are fathers, those that aren't, well, hey, it's a day too for us men. So anyway, all the best, all the best, everyone, and we will see you all later. I'm gonna end it. All right, bye bye. My eyes are watering.